In the vast expanse of human history, few philosophies have endured with the timeless relevance of Stoicism. At its heart lies the profound understanding that our thoughts shape our reality. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, encapsulated this with his assertion, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This principle serves as a beacon, guiding us toward a life of resilience, clarity, and inner peace. 1. The power of perception. Stoicism teaches that it's not events themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them. Marcus Aurelius emphasized that external circumstances are neutral. It's our interpretation that assigns them value. By recognizing this, we gain the power to reframe challenges as opportunities for growth. This shift in perception transforms obstacles into stepping stones, fostering a mindset rooted in positivity and adaptability. 2. Embracing the present moment. Aurelius often reflected on the transient nature of life, urging us to live fully in the present. He believed that by anchoring ourselves in the now, we free ourselves from the anxieties of the past and the uncertainties of the future. This presence allows us to appreciate the beauty in everyday moments, cultivating gratitude and contentment. 3. Anticipating challenges with equanimity. One of the Stoic practices is the premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. Marcus Aurelius advised preparing the mind for potential difficulties, not to dwell in pessimism, but to build resilience. By envisioning possible setbacks, we equip ourselves to face them with composure, reducing their impact and maintaining our inner tranquility. 4. Cultivating inner virtue. For the Stoics, true happiness stems from living in accordance with virtue. Aurelius believed that by nurturing qualities like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we align ourselves with our highest nature. This inner alignment fosters a sense of fulfillment that external achievements cannot replicate, anchoring our positivity in the steadfast foundation of character. 5. The practice of gratitude. Gratitude, a cornerstone of Stoic practice, shifts our focus from what's lacking to what's abundant. Marcus Aurelius encouraged daily reflection on the blessings in our lives, no matter how small. This habitual acknowledgement of the good fosters a positive outlook, reinforcing our appreciation for life's gifts and deepening our sense of joy. 6. Journaling for self-reflection. Aurelius's meditations were personal writings, a form of journaling that allowed him to process thoughts and reinforce Stoic principles. Engaging in regular self-reflection through journaling helps us identify negative thought patterns, celebrate progress, and clarify our values. This practice becomes a mirror, reflecting our inner world and guiding us toward continuous improvement. 7. Acceptance of what we cannot control. Central to Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, distinguishing between what we can and cannot influence. Marcus Aurelius taught that by accepting the uncontrollable and focusing our energy on our responses, we maintain serenity amidst chaos. This acceptance liberates us from futile struggles, channeling our efforts into areas where we can effect meaningful change. 8. The impermanence of life. Aurelius often contemplated mortality, not morbidly, but as a reminder to cherish each moment. Recognizing life's fleeting nature instills urgency to live authentically and positively. This awareness encourages us to let go of trivial concerns, prioritize meaningful connections, and pursue endeavors that align with our true selves. 9. Compassion toward others. Understanding that everyone is navigating their own struggles, Aurelius advocated for empathy and patience. By extending compassion, we foster harmonious relationships and contribute to a more positive environment. This outward expression of Stoic principles reinforces our internal equilibrium, creating a feedback loop of positivity. 10. Continuous learning and growth. Marcus Aurelius viewed life as a journey of perpetual learning. Embracing challenges as lessons, he believed in the constant evolution of the self. This growth mindset transforms setbacks into valuable experiences, reinforcing our capacity for positive thinking and resilience. In embracing these Stoic principles, we embark on a transformative journey toward a life characterized by positivity, resilience, and profound inner peace. Marcus Aurelius's wisdom serves not only as historical insight, but as a practical guide for navigating the complexities of modern life with grace and strength. As the final words echo through the silent halls of our minds, a sense of quiet clarity settles upon us. We stand on the edge of an ancient wisdom, one that has weathered the storms of centuries, still shining brightly, unwavering in its message. It is the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and the Stoics, a wisdom that cuts through the noise of modern life, offering a path to the inner peace we all long for. We've traversed the rugged terrain of Stoic philosophy, unlocking its most powerful secrets, and now, as the dust settles, we gaze upon the landscape of our own minds, reshaped, renewed, and filled with an unwavering sense of purpose. The eternal power of thought. We've journeyed deep into the heart of Marcus Aurelius's teachings, and along the way, we've discovered the unmatched power of our own thoughts. At the core of Stoicism lies the understanding that the mind is our most powerful tool, and our thoughts, whether positive or negative, shape the very essence of our lives. The Roman emperor knew this better than most, as he grappled with the challenges of leadership, personal loss, and the ever-present shadow of mortality. Yet, through it all, he remained grounded in the knowledge that the only thing within his control was his own mind. As we reflect upon this, we realize that, just like Aurelius, we too have the power to choose how we respond to life's trials. We are not at the mercy of external circumstances. We hold within us the key to transforming our experiences. By shifting our perspective and embracing the Stoic notion that it is not events themselves that disturb us, but our judgment of them, we unlock the door to a new way of living. One where positivity, resilience, and inner peace become our natural state. Living in the present, the eternal now. One of the most profound aspects of Stoic philosophy is its call to live in the present moment. In a world that constantly pulls our attention to the past and the future, it is all too easy to lose sight of the here and now. Yet, Marcus Aurelius, in his timeless wisdom, reminds us that the present moment is the only time we truly have. The past is gone, the future is uncertain, and the only true reality is the now. As we embrace this truth, we begin to let go of the regrets that anchor us in the past and the anxieties that haunt our future. We find ourselves free to immerse in the richness of the present, to savor each moment, each breath, each fleeting experience. It is in this moment that we are truly alive, and it is in the present that we can cultivate the positivity that fuels our lives, our relationships, and our work. Anticipating challenges, preparing for the storms of life. In the pursuit of a positive mindset, we must also learn the art of anticipating challenges, as Marcus Aurelius did. The Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils, is not about dwelling in pessimism, but about preparing ourselves mentally for the inevitable difficulties that life will throw our way. In this practice, we create a mental framework that allows us to face adversity with calmness and composure. Rather than being blindsided by hardship, we cultivate a sense of preparedness. We anticipate setbacks, not to fear them, but to strengthen ourselves against them. When the storms of life come, we stand tall, not because we are unscathed, but because we are ready. This mental fortitude, this preparation, allows us to stay grounded and focused, no matter how fierce the winds may blow. The virtue of gratitude, seeing the gifts in every moment. Gratitude is another pillar of Stoic thought, and it is through this lens that we are able to see the beauty in even the most challenging moments. Marcus Aurelius frequently reminded himself to be grateful for the life he had, for the opportunities to grow, and for the lessons that adversity brought. He understood that life, with all its imperfections, is a gift that can be fully appreciated only when we take the time to reflect on it with gratitude. As we apply this principle to our own lives, we begin to see the world through a different lens. No longer do we fixate on what is lacking, but instead, we acknowledge the abundance around us. We recognize the small blessings, the morning sun, the laughter of a friend, the warmth of a hug, as the treasures they are. In this practice of gratitude, we find the wellspring of positivity that sustains us through life's ups and downs. Virtue as the foundation of positive thinking. At the heart of Stoicism lies the idea that true happiness comes from living in alignment with virtue. For Marcus Aurelius, this meant cultivating wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance in every aspect of life. These virtues formed the bedrock of his character, and it is through the practice of these virtues that we are able to achieve a life of true fulfillment and inner peace. As we reflect on our own lives, we too can build a foundation of virtue. In our decisions, our actions, and our relationships, we can choose to act with wisdom, to stand with courage, to be fair in our dealings, and to exercise restraint in the face of temptation. By doing so, we align ourselves with our highest nature and tap into the inexhaustible source of positivity that arises from living a virtuous life. The impermanence of life, embracing mortality. Finally, Marcus Aurelius's reflections on the impermanence of life serve as a powerful reminder to cherish every moment. Life is fleeting and death is certain. Yet, rather than allowing this reality to paralyze us with fear, we can use it to motivate us to live more fully. Marcus Aurelius encouraged himself to remember that life is short, and that time is the most precious resource we have. With this in mind, we begin to prioritize what truly matters: our relationships, our growth, our contributions to the world. In this contemplation of mortality, we find the urgency to live authentically. We shed the trivial distractions that fill our days and focus on what brings us true meaning. It is in this awareness of our finite existence that we find the greatest source of positivity, an unshakable sense of purpose that fuels our every action. A final reflection: Stoicism as a guide for a better life. As we close this journey through the teachings of Marcus Aurelius and Stoicism, we stand at the threshold of a new way of being. Stoicism is not a mere philosophy, it is a way of life. It is a call to take control of our minds, to shape our thoughts, and to live with purpose, clarity, and resilience. Through the lens of Stoicism, we see that positive thinking is not a passive state, but an active practice, one that requires intention, effort, and dedication. As we integrate these Stoic principles into our daily lives, we find ourselves equipped with the tools to navigate the challenges of life with grace and strength. We learn to live in the present, to anticipate challenges with equanimity, to embrace gratitude, and to align ourselves with virtue. In doing so, we unlock the immense power within us to transform our reality and become the masters of our own happiness. The journey does not end here. With each day, we have the opportunity to deepen our understanding of Stoic philosophy and to continue the work of becoming mentally strong, resilient, and at peace. Just as Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself in his meditations, we too must continue to reflect, to learn, and to grow. Through this ongoing process of self-improvement, we become not just better individuals, but better human beings, ready to face life's challenges with the strength and wisdom of the Stoics.